Hello, it's Jan and welcome back to my channel. Did you hear the eagle? Can you see him tiny down there? Me and my daughter are taking the dog out for a walk, one of our dogs, and we saw the eagle. We heard him first. This channel embraces slow living, mindful crafting, and the beauty of simple moments. Today's video is filled with cozy creativity and festive cheer as I share the final steps of my pullover project, my new sewing journey revisited, and a special festive event in the local town in the medieval part. So grab yourself a lovely warm drink and we'll dive into this story of handmade life. I'm spinning, or rather plying, my spun yarn. It's not very much, but it's all I need to finish my woolly sleeveless pullover that I have been knitting, and it's taken me much longer than I thought. I always spin without my shoes on. It's taken me much longer than I thought because I ran out of wool. I had to keep spinning more. So this is the final very small amount so that I'll be able to finish it at last. All done. It's my festively decorated studio. My finished pullover. It's still got quite a lot of lanolin in, so it's a little bit stiff. The neckline though is baggy. I'm not really happy with this, but I'm going to wash the sweater to see if I can steam it when it's nearly dry and see if it can just shrink in a little bit, the neckline. I'll show you later in the video how it turned out. I need to finish this woven scarf, or it's a stole really. I wove it using part of my daughter's yarn stash. It's in alpaca and silk yarn, and I want to sew in the ends and style it with a lovely silver brooch. Mr. Darcy was supposed to be helping. In the end, I decided to abandon the project for now and just spend some time sitting with Mr. Darcy. This is my sewing journey revisited. I have some sewing experience, but I haven't sewn anything for a long time. I've traced my pattern onto some cheap tracing paper that I got at the local cheap shop nearby. I took my measurements. As you can see, that's the pattern advised to take these measurements, and I actually found that my bottom half was bigger than my top half in sizing, so I had to blend the bottom half in a larger size in with the smaller size of the top. I've cut my pattern pieces out. I bought myself a few tools to use. I never did all this, I just used to cut the pattern out, but it's better to trace it and make any adjustments on the tracing paper. I feel both excited and nervous about starting to cut out my velvet pinafore dress. I've translated the instructions using Google Translate from the French because it was a French pattern. So I've got the instructions and I'm ready to go. I've got my pattern weighted down on my cotton velvet fabric there, but there's a couple of pins just to make sure. I did actually trace using tailor's chalk the pattern onto the fabric, but I was so keen to have everything perfect that I kept the pattern on there as well, just to be sure. There, it's all cut out. I printed off my translated instructions. I didn't film myself sewing because I was a little bit nervous, so you'll see the pinafore dress a little bit later on in the video. Here is my washed, steamed and dried sweater. The ribbing around the armholes has pulled in quite nicely. The neck has two. I love the cable going up the front. That turned out just the way I wanted it to. It's a deep neckline, but I really think that the double ribbing is too heavy. It's still pulling down at the front when I tried it on. So I'm going to undo half of it and then cast off again, maybe a little bit tighter. This is the medieval part of the nearby town where me and my daughter were invited to take part in a special evening on the 23rd of December, the Presepe Vivente, which means the living Nativity. Mary and Joseph, played by two local people, walk up through the medieval town and pass by artisans and craftspeople, including me and my daughter. I took my spinning wheel and some drop spindles, my carding paddles and some knitting and weaving that I'd been doing so that people could come by and see what we do. Here is my on the cusp of being finished pinafore dress. The blouse is a bought one, but it's probably the last blouse I will buy because I will be making my own blouses in future, unless I find a great thrifted bargain. The little white dots you can see are tailor's tacks that I need to remove. I did pockets, I did a bias strip under the arm to finish it, and inside facings. Now I guess it's a little bit ambitious for my first project after many years, especially doing it in a velvet fabric, but I'm delighted with the finish. And all I needed to do at this stage was to turn the hem and take out the tailor's tacks. It's Christmas Eve evening. I want to wear it for Christmas lunch, and here I am. The table is laid in a rustic but opulent way, which I love. I've got an absolutely gorgeous fire going. Portraits of the family that I did earlier this year. I feel as though my Christmas is almost complete now. All we need to do is eat. So thank you for spending this mindful, creative time with me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, Jan's Rustic Life. Let me know in the comments which part of the video you enjoyed the most, and if you're inspired to try your own handmade projects, please let me know. Don't forget to share this video with a friend who might love these cozy creative moments. Take care and keep on crafting. See you next time.